والكتاب المحكم وكمال النبيين والخاتم سيد ولد آدم الذي بشر به عيسى بن مريم ودعا لبعثته إبراهيم عليه السلام حين كان يرفع قواعد بيت الله المحرم، فصلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى أتباعه خير الأمم الذين بارك الله بهم كافة الناس العرب منهم والعجم. فالحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا. والحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا. والحمد لله الذي نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، ونشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله أرسله الله تعالى بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. فصلى الله عليه وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وإن شر الأمور محدثاتها، وإن كل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. حكم ربك فإنك بأعيننا، وسبح بحمد ربك حين تقوم، ومن الليل فسبحه وإدبار النجوم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم ثبتنا عند الموت بلا إله إلا الله. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. آمين يا رب العالمين. It's an honor to be back here again. It's been a long time since I had an opportunity to visit you. I pray that this community remains healthy and safe, and that Allah puts barakah in all of your rizq and protect you and your families. In today's khutbah, what I want to connect are two things that seem at first not connected to each other. And instead of telling you what this khutbah is about in the beginning, I'll begin to unfold that for you as we continue. And inshallah ta'ala, you'll see the point that I'm attempting to make. So what I'm going to start with is something that Musa alayhi salam and Nuh alayhi salam have in common. In the story of Musa alayhi salam and in the story of Nuh alayhi salam, you see two visual elements, two things that seem to be in common with each other. One of them is the sea, and the other one is the mountain. So in the story of Musa alayhi salam, we know that when Fir'aun was following him, Allah Azza wa Jal opened the sea, فَرَقْنَا بِكُمُ الْبَحْرِ. He opened the sea for Musa alayhi salam and the Israelites, and they went through, and Fir'aun gets drowned inside of the sea. We also know that in the story of Nuh alayhi salam, it's the only other story with flood or drowning is the punishment given to the disbelieving nation, and so the people who disbelieved in Nuh alayhi salam were drowned. In the beginning of the mission of Musa alayhi salam, Allah Azza wa Jal spoke to him on the mountain. The Arabic word for a mountain is either Jabal or Tur. Those are two words in the Quran used for the mountain. But regardless, Musa alayhi salam, Allah spoke to him on the mountain. And at the end of the journey when Allah commanded Nuh alayhi salam to build his ship, to build the ark, after the flood was over, فَاسْتَوَتْ عَلَى الْجُودِ, the ship landed on top of the mountain. So the two visual elements that these two stories have in common are the sea and the mountain. Now one more thing as we get closer to the point. Allah has a very unique style of speaking in the Quran. So when He speaks about different stories of the prophets, He speaks in unique ways about each of them. But sometimes He uses very similar language in one story, and then you find the similar language again in a very different story. And something like that happens between Nuh alayhi salam and Musa alayhi salam. So I want to start with Musa alayhi salam. When Musa alayhi salam went up to the mountain, Allah tells us in Surah Taha that when he went up to the mountain, Allah told him, not only is He about to give him the revelation, وَلَقَدْ مَنَنَّا عَلَيْكَ مَرَّةً أُخْرَى. We had already done favors to you many times before this. Allah has been doing favors to Musa alayhi salam for a long time. And so He started reminding Musa alayhi salam, when your mother put you in the basket, when your sister was walking on the side of the river, when you were raised in the house of Fir'aun, when we reunited you with your mother, كَيْ تَقَرَّ عَيْنُهَا وَلَا تَحْزَنْ, so her eyes could become cool, so she could find comfort again. I did you the favor of reuniting you. It's a list of all of them, and then at the end of all of them, the part of the plan was he will get married in Madian, he will go in the desert and live there for a while, and then one time he will get lost in the desert and he will see a fire on top of a mountain, and he goes and tries to see what, maybe he can get some directions there. This is where Allah was having this conversation with him, and He says to him some interesting things. He says, one of the things He says is, جِئْتَ عَلَى قَدَرٍ يَا مُوسَى, you came here right on schedule. You came here exactly according to plan. So all the things you went through were part of my plan, so you could be here at this moment. But part of what Allah says to him also is, وَأَنَا اخْتَرْتُكَ لِنَفْسِي, I have chosen you for myself. And another really beautiful thing, the thing I want you to focus on now, is He says, وَلِتُصْنَعَ عَلَىٰ عَيْنِي.